And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Welcome back, everybody. We're here in Austria tonight, and we're driving the entire track in reverse, so that's gonna promise to be exciting. With me in the booth is Fanta, if his microphone works.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Hope you have a fine evening. Austria, but in reverse. Honestly, I really did like the idea of the reverse tracks, but it does feel like a lot of competitive peeps are not too enthused by. Oh, and it's raining.
Yes, I think only in the quali though. The race is supposedly dry. Yeah, I mean, who would have thought? Turns out, the tracks are actually designed with a little bit of thought, and they're supposed to be driven the way they are. I've heard some people complaining about this layout as well. Because the turns like tighten up so much, of course. Because usually the turn does the opposite, kinda, so that you like have to brake into it at the slowest point, and then you kind of can accelerate out of it. So it's like deceptively tight turns backwards. But we're gonna see what comes of it in this iteration.
It's really weird. I mean, yeah, of course you'd want the exit to be as wide as possible to go wide, but I mean, if the entry is wide as well, I don't think that's much of a problem, really. I think the problem is more that people are not really used to it, and in fairness, I never took Austria as one of the best tracks for racing. It's such a short lap, so many DRS zones as well, so I don't know.
I think, honestly, Austria kinda exciting racing, of course. There are people that have told me to just watch NASCAR, because NASCAR is apparently very exciting to watch the racing as well. And kind of like saying, yeah, Austria is a good track for racing because of all of the straights and DRS. Proves their point, but I do feel like we see a lot of action here. Even if it is not the most complex track. And I kinda like it, personally, but yeah. I don't know. Well, we're gonna see. Maybe this wakes me up a little bit. Honestly, I struggled to not fall asleep throughout the entire day.
I mean, that was it for me last week. That's why I wasn't commentating. I was just so knackered, assembling my rig and whatnot, been on it the entire day, so I was just dead by the end of the day.
Yeah,
It's
like,
a shame because I do really like Suzuka, one of my favorite tracks and probably one of the best tracks, top 3 tracks in this iteration of the F1 games.
But honestly, this is exactly the opposite for me again. I kinda hate Suzuka.
No, it's really nice to drive in 25 at least.
Yeah,
it's
fair.
so nice.
I did this, but like watching it is not particularly fun. But we did have a rather banging race last time around. Some good action. But yeah.
This helped that Laude is a little bit of a ball job.
Bold.
Speaking of Laude, goes fastest.
Yeah, I think Jimsky's probably going to be the one who is frying the most in the kitchen here. From what we've seen, his pace was beyond everybody else's last week around. And given that these guys can't qualify on Inters to grief their qualifying, I'm curious to see where they will end up. Kingsman actually beating Lauda, that is crazy. Kingsman was stuck behind, who was it, Fear the Beast, for the first quali lap. So, yeah.
Is this it? Is Kingsman actually showing up? Is he actually gonna do a proper race for once?
He might be.
I mean, I've been saying since that Challenger season, if he actually tried, he would be up there with Rapid, Seagull, etc. But
yeah, trying is hard.
True. And I think I need to be right back.
Yep. Yeast going P5. Also a nice little comeback that we've had last week. Snow in the Haas together with Meals. Always, I don't know, always makes me personally happy to see some more elusive core members of Formula Sundays turn up and race again after a little bit of a hiatus. And yeah, Seagull is driving this week again as well after taking a little bit of a break last week. In the Mercedes again. Definitely, well, I'm not entirely sure if I want to call Seagull in the Mercedes his villain arc, but I think it was for sure one of the seasons where he was like the biggest and maybe most uncontested threat. Unless I am mistaken, yeah, and this was the one where it was like mega close with Jimsky. It definitely sparks some memories. I'm not sure if it's just an illusion or if we're actually getting faster here again. It seems like times are dropping massively. Louder fans in the chat rejoicing for the provisional pole time he has put in. Fanta did tell me something about needing to go at some point and returning at some later point, so I'm not sure if that is actually what's happening right now. I'm getting Discord DMs. Maybe it's him. Maybe it's Yup complaining about how his team is losing. Let me check real quick. Oh, no, never mind. He is complaining about Bayern Munich scoring 8 goals. My instincts are on point though, apparently. Yeah, I don't know what you guys been up to in the chat. I've been wasting my 2 weeks of holidays post-Christmas to do some empirical investigation, I guess. I don't know, analysis of some financial data. It was an absolute pain. I did work a solid like 30 hours on it on Friday and Saturday alone. Have submitted it, but probably the main reason why I'm just a bit burnt out there. Yesterday I only slept like 3 hours. Today got up early. But yeah, Formula Sundays is coming and it's hopefully cooking. Not that I hate Seagull and others qualifying at the back, but honestly I think it could be extremely fun to see them starting from the front again. And this is what it looks like right now. We have Jimsky Lauda on the front row, and then oh, illegal braking board destruction. Stewards put him into the PP explosion chamber. No, but where was I? Bro, my brain is legit so fried. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be fun to see all the fast drivers start from the front. Fanta, of course, has glazed Kingsman earlier, saying he can be as good as Seagull, Jimsky, and others. Kingsman is currently bang in the middle. Yanneman has not too many walls to die in, honestly, even though I feel like coming in here backwards, it looks like the walls are much closer, because the runoff is designed in a different direction than I thought, so maybe he is not safe for this race. And I feel like MQ Yeast, Menov, and probably even Emils might be close to being able to sort of match the pace of the top group if they have the DRS and are on the train. And of course if they don't make any mistakes. Seagull Jimsky, front row, it's been a while, but they're back again. Yeah, Cherry could fit in that best of the rest group as well, I guess. He has been doing surprisingly well in some of the races already. Not sure if he actually got on the podium or if he got 4th a week or two ago. There was something with like penalties. But my unreliable memory would say he did get a podium this season already. So his pace is good on the day. And honestly, that makes like, yeah, 9 to 10 people who I think are sorta capable to keep up with the leaders in the right circumstances. So it's gonna be an incredibly tough fight for the points. And yeah, Wild Ghost here, of course, 7th. Very good qualifying performance again. He would be one of the guys who I would rather put into the below best of the rest group. He's qualifying very, very nicely usually, but the race pace is not quite there so much. So it would be really, in my eyes, it would be between yeah, him, Bats, Fabian, Für the Beast should be the ones to scrap for the last points, hoping there's someone else DNFs. Because, I don't know man, the top 10 drivers here are incredibly stacked, honestly. So, pit exit here is maybe one thing that needs addressing. The pit exit kinda is like on the apex of a turn. It's gonna be very tough to maneuver here as well. Might be difficult if someone is leaving the pits and someone else is trying to go by. Of course, they have the minimap and maybe they can use their eyes as well. But yeah, basically in the pit exit you kinda have to brake in the middle of the apex in addition to being slower in the first place. We're gonna see how that plays out. Of course, another one of these weird special cases of the track just being reversed and thus just all around a little bit weird. So, times are continuously, slowly tumbling down. Kingsman here. Kinda drifting through the first turn. Jimsky in the meantime getting a new fastest lap, 11.8, 3 minutes to go. Of course, extraordinarily short laps here. So there's still even 2 to 3 attempts here for Kingsman. Of course, the int is you don't need to pit immediately. And he's already recharging his ERS. No, he is not recharging his ERS, but in the wet you just regenerate more ERS as well, so you can probably go for 2 laps back to back. A little bit of sliding again. Sliding very fast though. He's gonna beat out Seagull's time for sure with this attempt. And maybe with one recharge lap, he could go for a final attempt towards the very end of this qualifying. And it is P3 for him. He just behind Lauda. Lauda's coming over the line now. I think he has just completed his recharge lap. He's now starting what is presumably one of his final attempts, unless he abandons early. And he can recharge for another fast lap in the very end. So yeah, let's see if he can make it to P1 again. I've been around that area for most of the times when he did actually qualify. But that of course being helped on by a lot of the other drivers not qualifying. Jimsky had a very dominant race from the back once. That he ended up winning as well. Albeit due to a louder crash. This is gonna be looking pretty good for pole here. Yep, provisional pole for Lauda. Jimsky is on a recharge lap. Seagull has dropped way down now. It's 3/10 ahead though, so quite some time to gain still. Let's see. Sometimes it like deceptively looks like the rain is stopping, but it isn't quite. Throwing himself into the last turn here. Now let's see what this amounts to. It's a good improvement there, but still behind Jimsky and also behind Lauda. Jimsky here, pretty much on par with his previous best. Yeah, a lot of these braking points rather weird here in the turn, basically, for a little bit of a hairpin, and here as well. Kind of looks, I don't know, it looks so unintuitive driving this backwards, but I guess we're gonna get used to it here. 0.8 only, that is not a lot. It's a really good last turn here. Oh, honestly, hit that pretty cleanly. Let's see if it's enough. It is not enough in the end to go tops. And ooh, Kingsman on a fast lap. It's also up sometime after the first sector. Let's see if he gained more in the middle part of the track. Seagull could not improve. Kingsman looks like he's only going to slightly improve. Manov also did not set a better lap time, so not looking like this is one of his good tracks here. And Kingsman does improve by so little that he does not gain a position. Now MQ here, 0.3 improvement would be huge for him. He could get 2 more positions. Not sure if going over the grass is feasible here, but well, that is more than enough anyways to go P5. And in the very end, I think the last one out was Emil's, but he did not improve in positions in his very last lap. I think, yeah. It's interesting though, like his last lap was a half second faster than his previous one. But he was just so far behind everybody else in front that, yeah, he did not gain a position there. But yeah, here we are. Lauda P1, Jimsky P2, Jannemann Seagull P3 and 4, and then MQ, Kingsman, Eastermils Wild Ghost and Cherry completing the top 10. And yeah, Man of Bats, Fabian and Few the Beast starting outside the top 10 here. Now, dry weather for quali, which is cool, I guess, for quali, for the race, dude. Okay. Yeah. Gonna have us see some of these DRS zones being put to good use. So, yeah. Curious. I'm curious how the overtaking capabilities of this track change now that it is the other way around. Yeah. I'm also incredibly confused at the perspective we're looking at. What is this glass doing? Why does it look like this? It's just very weird. But yeah, maybe that's like a thing. They only coded it to look good from one perspective or whatever. Formation lap, as per usual. Let's look at the tires. And everything else here. Zack, zack, zack. A lot of mediums, some hards. I guess that's pretty normal. I have heard people claiming that Austria is a guaranteed two-stopper. I wonder if that factors in medium, medium, hard, or if we're gonna see medium, hard, and then, I don't know, something like soft, medium, medium, or whatever. Rice has left the session. That's not too great. Wait, Rice is not driving. What the hell? Oh, maybe he was also DMing me afterwards. Let me see. Did I just ignore the guy and now he can't race? Well, there is certainly pings in. Well, Rice did not get in here, I guess. That is very unfortunate. But I couldn't have helped neither, so unlucky buddy. Alright. Let's see it then. We're lining up on the grid. Wild Ghost illegal parking job. And here we are. The lights are on. And they're going out early, and away we go, and it looks like the Ferrari has a really good start. Jimsky with a horrible start here. It's already down to P4, momentarily at least. No, he actually stays down to P4. Jannemann and Seagull come through and claim the upper positions. Lauda has a little bit of a cushion already. And now we have Kingsman here, briefly looking to pass MQ, of course. A little bit confused with the white Red Bull here of him. I thought he was someone else. Well, of course, he's running the special livery. Few the Beast is a good bit back. Otherwise, this looks pretty normal. I think Bats and Cherry gained some position. Wild Ghost lost some. Jimsky here is trying to get back past Seagull. But he does not quite manage to do so. Cherry has been off track, and so has Emil's been, it seems like. Well, let's see. Fabian and Cherry here, maybe? Nope. They are not side by side. Side by side are MQ and Kingsman, though. Yeah, but MQ can't stick around here. The turn is a little bit too tight to take it at the same pace around the outside. Here, though, he might have the advantage. Goes in the inside there, but Kingsman, that's just always in the way. I think that is also It's a little bit tight, a little bit of a squeeze, but then at the same time, I don't think Kingsman can do anything differently here. Few the Beast retired from the session. We have virtual safety car, it seems like. He's also not driving. I wonder if he actually, like, full crashed. But, yeah, he's out now. Not sure what happened there exactly, but he was already 15 seconds back. Maybe just retired for the retirement. I'm not sure. Early end of the day for Fear the Beast though. Everybody else is up and running. We have seen the strategy options down below. They actually proposed hard, medium, so it does seem to be quite a tire killer, this track. Kingsman VSC speeding gets a drive-through penalty. That is quite the pain. And that's probably gonna be the end of his ambitions for a podium position. Let's go further back there. Cherry briefly looked like he was gonna make an overtake happen on Emil's. And DRS is active, but it does not look like there's gonna be anything happening here. Further up. I mean, I kinda don't get... I know, I was about to say, this is a DRS straight, right? Yeah. Never mind. Don't listen to what I wanted to say. And Cherry with the corner cut already, so, yeah, that's interesting that he amassed them so quickly. Fastest laps from the guys further down. I guess that makes sense because we were still in VSC at the start of this lap, so people further down had more time off the lap driving quicker. And Lauda is leading the way, and he has built up a second of a lead already. That means for Seagull, it's time to eat the position of Janneman away here. Gonna get there with the next DRS. Oh, well, nope, never mind. Janneman has DRS again as well. And the second gap to Lauda closes again. Kingsman serving his drive-through. And everybody posts fastest lap here. Oh. Bats there. Corner cutting and Yeast off track, and Bats gives back the position. Yeast lost a lot of time here. Wonder if there was some minor contact. Yeah, Kingsman came out all the way at the end of the pack. We have a little bit of a fight here, I guess. Oh, it's not really a fight, it's only just a train behind Yeast. Then MQ is kind of alone now. And the top four are doing their thing. As he go. Looked briefly like he was gonna make a move. He can now still do it. It's hard to get past though, because Janneman of course has the slipstream of Lauda. Still. Seagull.
One of the bigger problems in Austria, I'd say. You can never really pass people.
I don't know, we've seen plenty of position changes. Welcome back. Unless you were talking the entire time and your mic was broken.
No, I literally just hurried back here. But yeah, we see Seagull here overtaking Jimsky as well, but now he's a second and a half away from Aldit, probably gonna be subject to a move from Jimsky. Maybe, perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if Seagull can close up again, maybe put up some attack. Yaneman lost 2 positions in this lap. And, well, the other big train behind Yeast is still going on. Albeit being broken up a little bit by the kicks.
Yeah, also there's what happened at the start. Kingsman is so far behind everyone. Did he get spun
Fear
or
the
something?
Beast crashed in turn 2 in lap 2, like here, and
Oh.
DNF'd. I'm fairly certain on his own. And Kingsman sped under VSC and got a drive-through penalty. So yeah, that's why he's so far back. He was battling with MQ for most of it.
And Yaneman spin.
Oh, SMH my head.
I heard someone say that Yadman said he was gonna spin in lap 27, and I think my reply and of other people was like, yeah, if it's like the 3rd spin of the session,
well.
well, it's lap 7,
Yep.
and man already went for rallying.
Yeah, I'm not like, what is he now? Full no assist? I thought he was no assist for a while.
I think he was no assist, but he
Or
was
is
on
he
controller.
driving
But
wheel now? Yeah, okay.
I think he is driving
Yeah.
wheel
Yeah, fair
and
enough.
gets a 3-second.
Yeah, because I think he has like more spins than races, which is like.
I mean, to be fair,
I'm gonna
that's
be
not
real.
very
Yeah, I
difficult.
was about to say he was like a little bit of a serial bottler, even on controller. Like he could have had title chances and a lot more wins if it wasn't for like individual mistakes, like only tiny mistakes at the wrong time. But yeah, I guess at some point he's gonna get good with wheel, and then it's gonna be yeah, it's gonna be cooked for everybody else, surely.
He's still gonna be serial bottler. Meanwhile, to no one's shock, Seagull has caught up to Wilder, forming a 3-man DRS train, except that Chimsky goes into the pits already.
Yeah, someone in the back did go into the pits already as well. I think Wild Ghost.
Yeah, it was Emil's as well, also went
Okay.
into the pits.
No, Emils is also in the pits. Okay, I didn't think he
Yeah,
was so far
let me-
ahead of Wild Ghost. Enderman passed
Yeah,
Manip
so-
again.
Yeah, Emil's and Wild Ghost have both stopped, and now Chimsky as well. I do think lap 8 does sound reasonably okay for pitting the mediums and go to the hards in a 2-stop strategy, which I do believe most people are going to go for because the tires just get murdered in this track, honestly.
Yeah, Kingsman just passed Fabian, and we did see a little bit of sliding from Kingsman on the mediums. Fabian, of course, started on the hards, having a little bit of a better time. So from the people remaining on mediums, I see we are now somewhere in the mid to high 40% of wear. But apparently that is already very noticeable, right?
Yeah, I mean the softer the compounds, the easier it is to notice the grip difference. So, like, they die easier, they are more sensitive to high temperatures, and the delta is much higher as well. I mean usually, but of course that depends from track to track. Here in Austria, it's mostly rear grip, if I'm not mistaken. With a couple zones that are front intensive, which are, at least in the normal configuration, those two fast left-handers in section 2, 3, or whatever. And yeah, I am surprised we haven't seen more spins, because it's really easy to oversteer out of the track.
And to be fair, the corner cuts have been running rampant. There is 3 drivers with 3 seconds, and Cherry here is already on his 6th second for corner cuts. So he has
That's
already...
why he's the GOAT.
Yeah, that's why he's the GOAT. Yeah, Polska Guru or something, right? No, but... Yeah, he's collecting these things rather fast. And I expect to see some more as the race goes on. Of course, we're not really that far into it, and as said earlier, the turns kind of close in on you.
Yeah, I don't envy the people who are running no line like Seagull.
Yeah.
I don't think Jimsky is. Actually, it might just be Seagull. I don't think anyone else is running no line right now. But I don't envy them because it does not seem like a fun track to drive without the
I
line.
feel like the issue is no track is fun to drive without no line, unless you have driven it for the last 20 years.
No,
And
like once
every
you
other track,
learn one.
every other track you know. And here it's just like you know the track, but the braking points mismatch in your head, and that makes it like so hard to drive no line.
You know, that's a funny point you make, because earlier I was talking with Seagull and he was saying that the braking points are much earlier than you would normally expect.
Yeah.
So I have no idea why exactly, but that is a funny.
Oh my god,
little...
Bats just died. Holy. I'm not sure if this was Jimsky's doing.
We'll know if it was Jimsky's doing.
Oh, I was on board with
have
Jimsky, and he drove around the outside of Bats in that turn, and it may have prompted him to lose it. But then again, if there was no contact, it's really not Jimsky's fault. I could not see any contact. This of course plays into the hands of Lauda, Seagull and even Jannemann big time, who needed to pit somewhere about now.
Does it look dark? Or is it me?
What exactly?
It looks really dark in the background.
I don't think we're gonna see rain here, but we will see, I guess. Jimsky, either way, comes out in front. Of course, he has now 4 lap all tires or so. Let me check. Yep, 4 laps of tires. Oh my god. Seagull there approaching Lauda's rear very fast. Let's phrase it like that. Wild Ghost staying out. Yeah, he has pitted already as well. And I guess that's like one of the treacherous capacities of this track as well, right? Where butts hit the wall, you would usually like never hit the wall. Wait, is it raining? It's raining, no? Yeah, I'm not high. It's raining. There's drops.
Yeah, it's raining. What?
Yeah, hey, I look into the tool, it says 69% wet. And,
oh, it is raining. Yeah, it's raining on the screen as well. That is bizarre. Like, okay, we have to thank Bats for creating the best safety car timing ever, because now you have a bunch of people that did not go into the pits. Oh, Jimsky's
going for Inters now, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they are, and Manoff as well. This is banger for Manoff. He's gonna get a lot of
yeah, I mean,
a lot of positions here.
I guess Seagull and Lauda think that the rain is not gonna get worse. Let's see what Jannemann does. Yeah, Manoff and Jimsky are on Inters now. Jannemann goes to Inters as well.
That is
Kingsman
bizarre.
is also going for Inters here, I think. Yep. Like on track, it does not look wet enough for Inters by all means. Wait, did Fabian? No, Fabian did not pit here, right?
Yeah, it does feel like everyone has to go for inters at the very least.
Fabian has fresh mediums. I wonder if he, like, this is still from his regular pit stop, or if he pitted and
No,
developed.
it was a regular pit stop.
Okay, so it's from the lap before. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, he pitted at the same time as Loud and Siegel,
Yeah, okay,
who
okay.
I do expect to go into the pits now.
Yeah, they will be at the end of the field though, so...
Yeah, the safety car is not going to come in just yet. So
yeah.
that's not so bad. Let's see what they do here. They don't pit.
Yeah, I wonder if
Well, at least
it's
they stick.
supposed to get dry very quickly again.
Yeah, like it doesn't look too wet. Doesn't really look all that wet. Like even the track and the intensity of the rain does not look like a whole lot. Seagull almost went into the back of Wilder.
Yeah.
I do not know. I mean, I guess we'll know
Yeah.
from how fast Jimsky destroys Wild Ghost. I mean, that's going to happen, I think.
I
But,
think at this point in time, like, it does not look wet enough. I can't repeat it, I guess. And from what I see in the tool here, forecast for rain is going down again. So if this is everything, the inters might be good for a lap or two, but if it's stopping to rain again...
I have to thank Bats for creating the best safety car timing ever.
Yeah. Baiting Jimsky into an extra pit stop. So, Lauda slowing it down. Gonna be looking at the restart soonish. There's not too many possibilities, honestly, for him. Safety car's gonna come in right there, but I don't know. I think you really can't do much different other than, like, rapidly accelerating out of the turn, maybe. Yep, here he's going, I think. Yeah, and it did not do all too much here, I think.
Oh, Jimsky is fast. He's gaining so much time on Wild Ghost already, almost making the move before the start-finish line.
It does look like it stopped raining entirely, though.
No, it's still raining, at least on Seagull's. It's very, very easy to see on Seagull's halo.
Okay.
But Jimsky does not have a whole lot of pace compared to Wild Ghost, at least.
No, and Manaf is losing big time to Fabian as well. I mean, Fabian, of course, has the best compound on right now. Wild Ghost ran very wide here. He is... I think it's, like, about even right now. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think it's intensifying, actually. It does seem a lot more intense rain right now on Seagull Cam.
Yeah, forecast is going back up, in the tool at least.
Yeah, Wilder just went massive off. Cherry as well gets a 3-second penalty
yeah,
for
but
his troubles.
that is due to him and Emil's going side by side through the last turn. That is rather tight. And Cherry, of course, prone to collect these. Caution sector 2.
Inters are do seem faster. Inters are faster right now, I think. Like, not a massive difference, but...
You have extra grip for sure as well, like it's probably easier to drive, to say the least.
Yellow flag, I have no idea who it was.
I don't think there is actually a yellow flag. I think this is still from Bat's crash.
DRS is still active, it must be said. Oh, Jimsky on Cherry. Just barely enough space given to Cherry, but Jimsky makes the move.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of hard as well, going side by side through the turns. And, well, as said numerous times now, with the turns going tighter towards the end. Like you run at high risk of just squeezing out the car on the outside involuntarily.
And here goes Jimsky again. Move
Yep.
on Emils. Goes to P5.
Yeah, it just cuts across, doesn't even leave him space to stay side by side. Because he has just so much more grip that he can just scoot in front. I will
Siegel
agree.
cannot keep up with Walda.
Yeah. It's probably not that easy with like dirty air and like these slippery conditions to really follow well through all of these turns.
Yeah, and like the pace difference right now of the Inters is not a whole lot. And with the dirty air, it's basically nullified. Oh wow, they had a massive moment. Lost a whole second to Siegel, who is now basically caught up.
Wild Ghost and Kingsman. It's Kingsman coming out on top. And Fabian may be looking to slip through as well, but no, just decide against it.
Is this a change for the lead as well? Wilder defends, Siegel has the DRS, they're going side by side through turn 1. Wilder does not give the space and maintains the position.
Oh, Lauda running extremely wide
And then
here.
goes extremely wide.
Yeah, I mean, looking at
Siegel
the track
goes
now,
through.
you can actually see it's wet.
Yeah, now it is time for Inters, I think.
Yeah, DRS is probably gonna end soon.
What a
And
bizarre
Jimsky
race.
is like Jimsky keeps on gaining. Of all cars we have recently spectated, Jimsky looks the most on rails, and
Yeah,
others
Wilder is
seem to start
struggling now.
struggling. Yeah,
I think Siegel might be pitting soon. Like MQ is right up there with them as well, because of their little fight. Jimsky, oh, Wilder goes very wide. MQ takes the position. MQ in P2. What is going to happen here? I wonder if Wilder has damage. Siegel does not pit. MQ does not pit. Wilder
does pit. Yeah,
does pit.
I think it's probably not staying forever the rain, because otherwise you can't really justify staying out at this point at all. You gotta be thinking it's ending soon.
So Wilder had a little bit of wing damage, I think, from fighting Siegel in turn 1. I hadn't noticed that. New front wing and keeps the hearts, interestingly enough.
Wait, what?
I'm not entirely sure about that decision.
I think again, like, these guys must know something we don't, and I can't see raindrops really. Like, yes, it's still like a little bit wet, and okay, there is still some raindrops, but it does not look like it's. DRS is still active, so it's not technically really wet condition territory. And the forecast in the tool, at least, is going down more and more as well now.
What a bizarre race.
Yeah, interesting though, like to have these changeable conditions here. And now these drivers have to manage, yeah, most of them on dry tires. Emil's pitting. What is the Haas gonna put on his car? And that is Inters for Emil's. Jimsky has caught MQ. I wonder how long do the Inters hold up? Do you think it's still a two-stopper even for Inters?
I think Jimsky, like, unless it stops raining completely, Jimsky will go through till the end on these Inters, I think. Because the Inters do have a lot of durability, but I think it's gonna be more difficult for Siegel and MQ to maintain those hards until the end of the race.
I don't
They're
think
gonna
they
be.
can. I think it's like the intended strategy is to go pit either way. Like if it dries up, the Inter guys have to pit, but I do think the hard
Jimsky on
runners.
MQ. Oh, Jimsky almost died taking the curb, but still maintains the position. I mean, even with these conditions, and even despite being on the dry weather tires, it's not like people can actually fight or try to fight the overtakes from Jimsky. So
Yeah, but then again, Jimsky is like the fastest driver potentially.
yeah, right now he is, but
No, like in general. I think if
I'd still
he's not crashing, Jimsky might be like.
big if.
Yeah.
Oh, DRS
is
finally
actually-
disabled. So now we're going to see Siegel go into the pits, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Like it's probably not the worst timing as well, because I think this is likely
going in.
Okay, yeah. But
I do not understand. Like, that's sticking to your guns way too much.
But also yes, it's still raining. But the tool is like the rain forecast is going down and down, so I can only assume that the drivers have the info the rain is gonna end.
But I mean, yeah, fair. But like, look at the time loss. Like, Jimsky is just gobbling up people. Like, he overtook MQ last lap, and he's already put 2 seconds in between them.
Yeah, no, but at this point, it's you can't pit at this point. Otherwise, you're gonna be where Lauda. Oh no, Lauda is did pit, but like you're gonna be like in P10 or so. I think Siegel
Yeah,
would
but
much
then you
rather.
can overtake people. You can overtake
Yeah, I
people
know,
much
but
easier.
like that is the thing, right? We assume that they know that the rain is ending at some point.
I mean,
would
if
you
that's
rather
the point.
tank like 3 or 4 more seconds in the next 3 or 4 laps and then?
Siegel pinning? Not pinning yet. Yeah,
No,
I
don't
think
think he
Siegel's
is.
just gonna
I
go
think-
till the end.
Yeah, and I don't think he's gonna go to the end because the tires won't survive. But
I think they
Uh,
might just barely.
yeah, okay, well maybe he tries that. I mean, maybe it's easier to do.
Kingsman
in the
frauding
wet.
a podium. MQ pits.
I mean, honestly, if Kingsman gets a podium on this after getting.
Oh
the
my
drive-through
god, I'll
early-
never hear the end of it.
What do you mean? You never? He done it before, man.
Yeah, but I'm the #1 certified Kingsman hater.
Oh well, unlucky. Lauda is the #1 certified Fabian passer, and that was rather effortless. And like, yes, Inters seem faster, but looking at Lauda, he seems to be able to drive these slicks pretty well still. Like in corners, the Inters seem way better. But on the straight, Siegel is actually gaining like a lot of ground again. But maybe that's just
That
set
can
up.
just be set up though. Yeah. And what a bizarre race. And Chimsky's just gonna eat up Siegel right now.
He's been in this position for a lap and a half now. He's not made it past
Nah,
yet.
he's just recharging. Probably pushed to catch Siegel, and now he's gonna overtake in the next DRS, just biding his time.
That is not yours.
Yeah, right. Well, then he's just gonna dump the battery next
Yeah,
next
okay. I
straight.
think this is it though. Like the late apex here of Jimsky is gonna give him just so much of a better exit. Siegel there with the
It's
defensive.
not even a fight.
Yeah, but
Oh
then
no!
this is
Oh no!
actually
Oh no!
maybe a fight. No, but that was also Siegel with the defensive line, just compromising his exit. But then, like the grid difference does actually matter.
I do think he was just baiting an error. I mean, I think Siegel could pit, and you would still salvage a P2.
Yeah, probably.
Because he'd be behind Janneman. No, it would probably be a
Ran
P3.
up out of track. set him free.
I mean, Kingsman isn't really gaining on them. Oh, Janman with the pit probably damage or something. Yeah, Kingsman isn't really gaining on Seagull anyway. What
I
a
think
bizarre
Janneman
race.
is... If I would think he would be cooking and going back to... Yeah, he's going back to slicks. He has
What?
front wing damage as well, but I think they assume it's gonna dry up real fast. And like I can say, the forecast is now dropping down to 20%, and I don't know. There is a certain threshold where it just stops raining. In the
Yeah, I
20
think that's like 25%, give or take.
Yeah, and we're now hitting 20, so it's getting like lower and lower. DRS is enabled. Look, we're drying up again. So while I think Seagull is still gonna be losing for a while, Jimsky's Intis must be pretty dead at this point as well, because I'm fairly certain you can go like half the race distance on them. And he is approaching that point rather quickly. But I do also think Seagull's hearts probably do not reflect how gone Jimsky's tires are, because they are also pretty old. But yeah, people left and right going into the pits now. Kingsman is coming out with fresh hearts. Lauda, of course.
It's not even that far behind MQ as well. But let's see if if that was the right choice, because especially on the hards, I don't know if I would have taken the hards at this point, but probably doesn't have a new set of mediums.
I just think the mediums won't make it to the end at this point. Oh, actually,
no, they
9
would.
laps.
It's 10
yeah,
laps.
9 laps is okay. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Lauda on his old hearts. Wonder if he makes it to the end.
Seagull pits.
Yeah, as expected. I would have been very surprised if Seagull tried to go to the end. Just pitted.
Honestly, I would have just... I think those tires would probably last just barely.
I think he just
Maybe
pitted too early
but...
for the other one. Like for the two-stopper. When the game already proposes medium hard, I think it becomes very, very tough to make it work with medium hard.
Also, it must be said, you can really see the difference between new hards and old hards, because Loud is not catching up to Kingsman, and you would expect that to happen because Loud is the championship leader, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. But to be fair, Kingsman did show some decent pace here today. Probably after I called him out for finishing P10 last week. He locked in for this one, maybe.
I mean, just good strategies all in all. Let's face it.
Yeah, fortunate safety car timing, of course, for him as well. MQ
hey, you make your own luck. Yeah. Unless you're Ferrari, then you make your own unluck.
Oh, and Lauda, another 3-second penalty is now his 6th second of time penalties. On other people we have, well, Cherry is on 12 at this point. Janneman and Manov are on 3 and Wild Ghost is on 6. And there we have MQ going past. I was about to say his teammate, but yeah, it's still a white Red Bull and not a Haas. But yeah, he's gotten past these now. This could still be interesting, honestly. I think MQ is pretty much locked in P4 because of the hefty time penalty that Lauda has as well. And the tyre advantage. I do assume he's going to catch up enough to still be in that 6-second range of Lauda in the very end.
Yeast
Oh.
should be able to overtake MQ though. Oh, there
Never
you go.
mind. MQ now with a 3
I
second as
mean, to be
well.
fair, Yeast does have older tires, so...
Yeah, I don't think Yeast is making him past again. Um,
But
MQ
with
should be able to
penalties...
still gain 3 seconds in 6 laps. He should be
I mean,
half
with
a second
penalties,
faster per lap, no?
Yeast is looking at
Ooh, not like this though.
P5.
Oh yeah, true, actually, Yeast is... Oh yeah, he's past Cherry 100%. Let's be real. But...
MQ is a little bit more touch and go.
Cherry is
I
also
think Lauda's
gaining
too far
on
away.
Lauda. I mean, not that Cherry matters in that regard. But
Wow, rude.
yeah, no, because he has so many time penalties. But like, it does kind of show what's going on with Lauda's pace. Seagull is also catching Jimsky very so slightly. Maybe we see a little bit of a showdown for P1 in the very end.
I think Jimsky just had an off because he was ahead by like 4 seconds. Or 3 seconds rather.
Yeah, maybe this is just one of the well, features of the setup difference, I guess. That Seagull every now and then is like half a second closer because it was all the straights, and then Jimsky wins everything back half a lap later. MQ is definitely gonna catch Lauda at this rate. Real question is if Yeast catches him as well. Could be P4 for MQ and then P5 for Yeast in this setup currently.
It does seem like Jimsky's pulling away a little bit now.
Yeah, I think they're just about ending up at 2 second difference. Jimsky did post a lap 2/10 quicker than Seagull last lap though. Seagull with his personal fastest lap last lap, so he is driving at the limit. But there's, like, you see, right? Seagull is now okay, the track is getting quicker as well, so I guess that makes sense. Because Seagull's first sector is already 2/10 faster. Middle sector for Seagull is another 10th faster, whereas Jimsky is 3/10 slower, but that might just be because Jimsky has had DRS at some point there. And there we have it, Seagull is on the hunt. So like Jimsky is holding up a little bag of fries or whatever. Seagull is diving down to grab what's his.
Those analogies kill me, man.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's okay.
I do think it's too little too late though.
If you can close DRS in this very lap here, like, it would be huge to get. Yep, I think, yeah, he is in the detection point. He's in 0.9 behind, so he has DRS on this straight already, so this is gonna gain him massively. Should give him, like, at least another 10th here. That's actually not too much of a difference, surprisingly, now that he has DRS. But he is within that 1 second now. Maybe he's just recharging for now, I guess. I mean, we're looking at MQ chasing Lauda, but might as well look at the man himself. Actually, I feel like a Yeast move on Cherry is coming as well. east here without time penalties. He's not too far away from Lauda as well, if you deduct time penalties, that is. Currently 6.5 seconds. But I feel like the mediums are probably dropping off a little bit now as well. And that's
Yeah,
good.
the mediums here last for like 4 or 5 laps and then they're dead. So there's always that, sadly.
Oh, Yanneman is coming as well. He's just behind East now. So yeah, I guess he will only get Cherry in the very end. Because he's not getting away from East in time. Oh yeah, and now with his extra time penalty, he doesn't have to worry about Menep too much, as only a 3-second difference between the two. Over here, Seagull has now fully established his presence in Jimsky's rear mirrors.
Oh, it's gonna be a final lap overtake, isn't it?
It's the Seagull Classic. He did get a very poor exit here, so that forces him to dump some ERS, whereas Jimsky can probably save a little bit more. Oh, Jimsky is sliding into those turns though, locking up left and right. I wonder how late Seagull goes for it though. Which straight is it gonna be? So using a lot of ERS on this one, has a look up the inside, but maybe just to scare Jimsky more than anything. Running wide here is, honestly, I'd get a warning for that.
And I think this might be it. Cherry with another 3 seconds.
Yeah, 15 seconds now.
Seagull's a little bit too far away.
Yeah, on this instance, I do think Jimsky probably used up a lot of ERS here. So this is where
oh, that is a good exit from Seagull.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be too little too late? Jimsky's just gonna go on the inside. Oh, Seagull goes on the inside. Makes the position, pushes Jimsky wide.
A little bit of bumper cars going on there. Wait, what has happened here?
What?
Cherry has just been overtaken by absolutely everyone, and everybody is so far away from Lauda now. MQ has lost like 2 seconds on him as well. Yeah, I'm not saying there have been like external team orders or whatever. I'm a little bit sus, honestly, that MQ all of a sudden loses like 5 seconds. Cherry has spun around and is now rolling backwards towards the finish line.
Ace? I mean, he was not getting points anyway with all those time penalties.
Nope.
So I guess like in real life, we also have a Williams podium, huh?
Yeah, Kingsman, honestly, like, pretty clean drive getting there. I guess, of course, helped on a little bit by Lauda doing something at some point.
Lauda being a fraud, you mean?
Frauder, yeah.
Frauder.
No, but yeah, Lauda recovering to P4 in the end. I would like to see what happened with MQ there and how he dropped it so hard. Because it really looked like he was gonna get there easy. But yeah, Seagull snatching the win in the very end. Let's see if it gets reported. If it gets reported, holy shit, I do not want a verdict.
Either you nor anyone else.
Yeah,
the ref team wouldn't be able to.
I was about to say, the issue is that like 2 of them can't verdict already because they're involved. So yeah, rip. I'm not sure if we have to advance even further here, but here's the results. You've seen them. Okay, we can't advance even further anyways. Okay. to not break the tool, of course. It does not like when we never get to the screen. However, Seagull Jimsky Kingsman podium, and then Lauda recovering to P4. MQ, former teammate, just behind him. Yeast, pretty decent 6th position. I think Janneman hoped for more with his 7th here, but at least it's a finished race and points for him this time round. Emil's
Only
in the
one
Haas,
spin.
and then what?
Only one spin for Janneman.
Yeah, true.
That's gotta be a positive.
Yeah. Last 2 points finishes were the 2 Kicksaubers, the Dutchies, Menup and Wild Ghost. So yeah, honestly, eventful race. Very interesting one to see. And yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna head straight into my bed, and we will be there to see you around next time. Let's see.
It's Antwerp, I think.
Yeah, in Zandvoort, indeed. Actually, wait, let
My
me...
favorite track.
Can I not move these? Okay, yeah. Maybe I have bricked the tool.
I mean,
but
if the tool is that bad. Hey, let's be real. If it's that finicky.
no, I think it's good. I think I cooked here. I spared Seagull some editing work. But yeah, it's because it does not recognize Spielberg as a Spielberg reverse. So I've just added a new race to actually import the data into. Yo, we still live. Bosch, Kingsman saying, yeah, Winsman Gas almost, right? Like, podium, a huge W for you, I guess. But anyways, I was about to just say good night, sleep tight, everybody, and yeah, I don't know, see you next week, I guess. We will be in Jeddah, which is gonna be...
Oh, it's Jeddah.
Yeah, it's gonna be cooked. Gonna be really fun.
I do not envy anyone.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward. I love watching Jeddah.
Half the grid in the wall.
Yeah. Well, yeah, GG's. Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays.